Hello everyone, my name's Kinky and welcome to another Battle for Azeroth Alpha video. Today we're going to be talking about the Outlaw Rogue. So the Outlaw Rogue has had quite a few changes in comparison to what it is in live right now. Some of them are because of abilities that are on the artifact weapon that are being baked into the class. Others are just they're getting rid of some abilities and adding other ones. So to start off with, Roll the Bones. It seems to not get the 2-roll buff nearly as much as it gets in live right now. I have only once have I seen myself get the full buff of all 5 buffs. It's extremely rare, and I've put about 10 hours on him now, so it's pretty rare to get it. They did add a talent to make Adrenaline Rush ensure that there'd be 2 buffs on your next Roll the Bones. It seems like the fact that it's not really getting 2 all that much, and even 5 even more rarely, it seems like they could be trying to balance out Roll the Bones a little bit more and possibly make it more reliable for a progressive rating scenario. Now I know that people will go out there and say, hey Kinky, what are you talking about? It is viable for DPS spec for rogues. It may not do as much damage as the other ones, but its peaks and its lows aren't as drastic as a lot of people think. And yes, I agree with that, but it's not going to be as consistent as, say, Slice and Dice would. So there's that. But we'll see what this means. We're still in alpha. Who knows what they'll change. Right now it seems like they're comfortable with how Outlaw Rogue plays, so we'll see how these numbers change throughout the rest of the alpha. So they've also changed Blade Flurry. It no longer is a toggle ability, and it no longer reduces energy regen. It has 50% damage to nearby targets for 12 seconds and has 2 charges and costs 15 energy. I actually kind of like this change because of the fact that it doesn't stunt you from taking away your energy regen. Currently in live, when you use Blade Flurry, you can really feel that you're not getting that energy, and it really gimps your gameplay. Another change is with Grappling Hook. It's just been given as a baseline skill, so you no longer have to talent into it. Restless Blades. The cooldown duration is up from 0.5 seconds per combo point to 1 second. Combat Potency has also changed a little bit. The energy regeneration for your offhand has changed a little bit. At level 50, you would get the 30% chance for 10 energy, and now at level 50, you get a 75% chance for 10 energy. And at level 10, there's a new effect that just has a flat 35% increased energy regen. The changes to Restless Blades and Combat Potency, in my mind, are huge. It seems like they're going for an emphasis on trying to get back to the Mists of Pandaria type of combat rogue they had. With a combat rogue in Mists of Pandaria, you were spamming as much as you could. And I know that when you get all 5 buffs with the Roll the Bones, that's exactly how it plays out right now. It seems like they're trying to make it more consistent than just having to roll all 5 buffs to be able to get to that. So they've definitely changed up the talent tree a little bit, so we'll start going over that. Ghostly Strike's damage has changed from 252% damage to 80% attack power. Retractable Hook is a new talent. It replaces Grappling Hook, and it just reduces the cooldown of Grappling Hook by 30 seconds. Anticipation is just completely gone. It's not on the talent tree at all. That kind of upsets me. I really like that, especially since one of my favorite times to play a combat/outlaw rogue was during Mists of Pandaria, when that was a huge talent to have. It's been replaced with Marked for Death in the level 45 talent row. Parlay has also been removed from the level 75 talents. It's been replaced by Blinding Powder, which reduces the cooldown of your blind by 30 seconds and increases its range by 15 yards. The level 90 talents are completely different. Cannonball Barrage is gone. Killing Spree has been moved to level 100, and they added Slice and Dice, which was originally a level 100 talent. Slice and Dice has changed just a little bit. The energy regeneration remains the same, but the attack speed bonus is down from 125% to 60%. They added Loaded Dice. This is what I was telling you about before. It used to be an artifact ability, so if you've played a lot of Outlaw Rogue in Legion, you'd know exactly what this does. Activating Adrenaline Rush guarantees that your next roll the bones will grant at least 2 matches. That's just an artifact ability right now in Legion. The level 100 talents are also all completely different. Death from Above was removed. Marked for Death, was, like I said before, was moved to a level 45 talent. Slice and Dice is now a level 90 talent. Killing Spree is now a level 90 talent. The damage for Killing Spree is slightly nerfed, as well as it also hits 1 fewer times than it does in live. If you have Blade Flurry active while you use Killing Spree actually deals 100% of damage to nearby enemies rather than the 50%. So this gives us huge AoE burst potential with the Outlaw Rogue. I was able to pull huge packs of mobs with this. And when I say huge, I mean I was popping riposte before I even finished pulling all my mobs, just so that way I could stay alive by the time I got all of them to me. Then I was popping my Killing Spree, making sure that I had Blade Flurry active, and then once I did that, they all died and they just melted. It was disgusting how quickly everything died in such a huge pack. It was awesome. The next level 100 talent change was Blade Fury. Blade Fury increases Blade Flurry's damage by 5% and increases its duration by 3%. I really don't see this ever being used, even for in fights that have large windows of AoE time. I really feel like the Killing Spree combined with your Blade Flurry is going to do way more damage than this could ever do. Combined with the fact that Restless Blades reduces the cooldown of your big moves by 1 second instead of half a second, you're going to be getting your Killing Spree back that much faster, meaning that you're going to be able to pop Blade Flurry and Killing Spree that much faster. So I really feel like Blade Fury is not going to be used in any situations across the board. Another talent that they added is something called Blade Rush. What it does is that you charge forward and you deal 130% attack power damage. While Blade Flurry is active and you use this, you deal 100% damage to nearby enemies, much like you do with Killing Spree. There is no energy cost for this ability, but it does have a 45-second cooldown. Restless Blades does reduce its cooldown, so it could be a contender for optimal DPS. I still think that Killing Spree is going to do more damage than Blade Rush in the beginning, but who knows how stuff is going to scale once we get into this expansion. Blade Rush, it's also worth mentioning that it just felt like a cheap warrior charge, and I didn't like it very much for a rogue. I could see it being used more while you're in a dungeon where you're chain pulling stuff, like going for time instead of constantly just waiting 2 minutes to use your vanish to be able to ambush. I could see Blade Rush being used in that kind of situation, but as it goes for your everyday player and you're just leveling up by yourself, I really don't see a need for it. So with the Outlaw Rogue, I have been playing through Drustvar. I got through about 5 to 6 hours worth of it, and I also did the Freehold dungeon with it. I've also been trying to swap up the talents as much as possible while I've been playing, just to see how different every spec and every playstyle is. I've tried the Adrenaline Rush ability, I've tried Slice and Dice. Like I said before, I'm a fan of Slice and Dice, don't go in hating me. I do like Roll of Bones, I just don't like its RNG nature, even if it's just a small change in DPS. But I've been playing everything that I could, and I gotta tell you, it's been a lot of fun. I might have to, despite it not being a sought after spec in raiding, I might have to main this for this expansion. It's just been way too much fun. When Outlaw was first announced, I really didn't like it. I loved the idea of it, but I didn't like its play style. I've played it here and there. I mean, I put a decent amount of time on it in Legion, but nothing lately just because I've been playing other classes. But I'm really starting to like the Outlaw Rogue. I'm liking what Blizzard is doing with it. And I gotta say, if they don't change any of the numbers in terms of how much damage you're dealing, you're gonna be leveling up really quick, because I was killing shit fast. But anyways, guys, that wraps up my Outlaw Rogue coverage for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when we release more videos like this in the future. As always, everybody, we'll see you in the next one.
Hey, it's Radit here. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe as well. It really helps out the channel. We put out multiple new videos each week and we appreciate all of your support. Thanks for watching, everyone, and cheers.